I don't think flippers cause the market to go up.
It brings up some feelings that we all have anyway about what's going on with GM.
Are we talking about that tonight? The benefit is to the dealerships, in my opinion.
Do you think that GM could get away with telling dealerships they're not allowed to do ADMs anymore?
Absolutely, because others have done it.
Okay.
Dodge did it with the Demon.
There
It
you
had
go.
some success. Not saying it was a whole proof.
It wasn't 100?
No, because I had a Dodge Demon back in the day, and I did pay a little bit over. And for those that paid over, you signed a document acknowledging that you did pay over. And the way the dealer was punished is that allocation came after all the other.
Oh, okay.
So, again, not foolproof.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, yeah, so like I think
so they can encourage it, but they can't necessarily.
Yeah, just right at 3,000 cars. I think mine was 1,650 or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Sure.
But, so that's one way of doing it.
So let me ask you this then. Do you think that it would be fair to do both, though? So not one or the other, but both. The dealership is not allowed to charge over MSRP, and GM's not allowed to put a 1 year, 6 month, whatever hold on the car.
Are they two totally different topics, or do they have to be connected?
No, they have to be connected.
So the warranty issue...
They are connected.
They are connected because GM is allowing these dealerships to charge whatever they want, but then they're saying that we're not allowed to own our car for the first year. Basically saying, even if you pay cash for this car...
You're basically leasing it.
You're leasing it for the first year, because if you sell it, you're screwed and the person that buys it is screwed.
Yep.
So I would say a good compromise would be GM says, you're not allowed to charge over MSRP, but you have to sign a 1 year agreement.
I'm okay with that. I've said
I'm
that
okay
before.
with that too.
I'm okay with signing the warranty thing. But I still think there has to be an out if you need to sell your car. And you need to be able to sell it back to the dealership at MSRP.
Yes.
And
or just to someone. I don't think it has to be to the dealership. It just needs to be like, look, I'm in a bind. I need to sell this thing. Why would you blacklist me? Because I'm in a bind.
But that's the same as voiding the warranty.
Well, I know. But I'm saying, why would you blacklist me? And why would you void the person that's going to buy
Right, but we
car?
just said we're okay with signing the document.
Only if GM doesn't allow dealers to sell over MSRP.
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
But the document should have outs, obviously, for certain situations.
Right.
It gets sticky.
Like Ferrari does it. I think Porsche has done it, where you can sell it back to the dealer at sticker, and then the nice thing or the benefit for the dealer is then they can take that car, all the other cars they've sold at MSRP, that car they can mark up.
Yeah.
What's the Ford model supercar ranch?
Well, the Ford
GT
they did with the Ford GT is totally different, though, because
05,
they
06,
made
right?
very few of those cars.
Yeah.
And they made it impossible to get one. They made it harder than Ferrari. Like, people had legitimate, great, like, I've owned this, and this. You should give me a Ford GT, and they were turned down.
Yeah.
And then somebody that had never owned anything got approved.
Yeah.
Okay?
Life isn't fair at all.
So they made it very difficult, and then they held people to a 2 year or 3 year agreement.
2 years.
2 years? Okay.
But I don't remember. Maybe Clayton knows that if there was some sort of out where you could sell it back to the dealership. I kind of feel like you could.
I don't remember.
There was a big lawsuit.
Well, there's a lawsuit was John Cena.
John Cena,
yeah.
Here's a spoiler alert. That was built for moments like right here, right now.
Sold that car for, I think, nearly double what he purchased it for, and they were suing him.
Yeah.
But in the end, the way they settled is they took the amount over MSRP and they agreed to donate it to a charity.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't lose any money.
Okay.
Gotcha. What about if the two things were reversed? What if it was any dealer that wanted to was allowed to charge over MSRP, but GM couldn't put a 1 year or 6 month or any warranty hold on your
I'm
car?
pretty okay with that too. I'm a strong believer in liquidity always gets you to where the price should be in the market. So if dealers are charging over $50,000 and I'm able to get one at MSRP and I can sell mine at 40 over and make some money, that's just hypothetically, then that kind of sets the market. So it naturally brings the price down. So I 100% disagree with this. It's a benefit. The benefit is to the dealerships, in my opinion.
Right, it is.
Because it allows
Totally.
them to be like, hey, you can't get one. We can charge you $200,000 over, and good luck trying, because you're not going to be able to buy one for a year
Right.
on the secondary market. So I don't think flippers cause the market to
Oh, they
go
don't.
up, because again, it's adding more cars into the market that are actually available for sale.
Correct.
And it naturally, so we've seen it with all the cars that you could sell. You know, naturally at first they're getting 30 over, and then
Right.
pretty quick it's 25, then 20, then the new norm's 15.
Yeah.
Where with this, I don't know. This is going to be an experiment, because we're going to be able to see. Maybe they're able to get 100,000 over for 13 months.
But here's the problem with the 1 year thing is if you don't, a flipper, if the flipper doesn't get one super fast,
Yeah.
then that 1 year is really going to hurt them.
Because their
And-
market value will start going down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt people like me. I'm not a flipper at all. But this is a business for me. So I can't hold on to something that's depreciating. It is unaffordable for me to hang on to a depreciating asset like that when I need to get the next latest and greatest or something else for the channel. So if it was a 6-month deal, I would still consider it. But with me
The year
knowing for a
pushes it.
fact that it's going to be almost impossible for me to get a early ZR1, I would be shooting myself in the foot for getting a ZR1, because I'm probably going to have to wait till later this year to even get an allocation. If not later than this year, it might be next year. Then I have to wait for the car to be built. Then I take delivery. Then I have to wait a whole year. By then, they're going to be depreciating. They're not going to be going up or staying up anymore.
Yeah.
They're going to be coming down. And now I'm stuck with something that I can't sell and get rid of to make sure that I don't lose a ton of my $200,000 that I just spent on a car. So that's what's making me back out. Like, I can't afford to lose $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on something. And it may be less than that, but I can't afford that.
Yeah, it's a lot of money to have tied up that you can't.
It's
You don't have it out. I mean, a lot of things.
And even a rich person that's a multimillionaire that thinks the way that a lot of them think, where they say, I don't want a depreciating asset, are not going to want that either.
I mean,
Because-
we've talked about this. There's so many reasons why you may need to sell that car. What if you fall and break your hip, or you're paralyzed now? Like, what? You can't sell your car?
Right, exactly.
You hurt your.
Is he talking about me?
How
Old
many
people breaking their hips?
legitimately
You
have,
see how this goes?
had
I
a
see how
major
this goes.
back injury, and it's hard. You can't drive these cars anymore.
Right.
You know, or there's just so many life circumstances that could come your way, and there's got to be a way for you to sell it back to the dealership and not have a big penalty of that warranty hanging over your head, where it's going to be hard to sell a car. You're going to get dinged.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, well, we've thoroughly went over that.